Hello everybody, Jim here to say thank you to more than 500 of you for subscribing, though by now it's actually about 3 dozen more. I probably should have had this up sooner. To mark the occasion, I've decided to share my favorite videos with the hundreds of people who've subscribed after they were posted, and share a little bit about what went into them for everybody else. Let's start with my first Star Citizen video, 42 Review. What I really wanted to do when I first started this channel was create long-form narrative content. 42 Review was my first stab at that, and the first time I'd read a script for a video, and the first time I'd ever tried to play a character on screen, and the first and last time I ever tried my hand at creating my own music in GarageBand, which is the rip-off of the Top Gear theme you'll hear at the beginning of this clip. Nowadays, it's impossible to purchase space-worthy transport without some sort of armament, be it the humble yet reliable ballistic projectile, or the bottled wrath of God Almighty affixed to a gimbaled wing mount for the sole purpose of more convenient smiting. Tonight we ask, when you buy a budget ship, does the wrath of God come standard? When considering Robert Space Industries' Aurora LN, one can't help but think the words style, grace, and elegance must have been foreign to the primitive dialect of the design team. With weapons bristling from every hard point, it's obvious at a glance that this is a patchwork effort, the Frankenstein's monster of space combat. But when you're fighting aliens, don't you want a monster on your side? Monstrous creation or no, there are still vestiges of the LN's varied ancestry. For example, why have a bed when you could replace it with, say, extra missile storage and delivery system? And in the cockpit, the best thing you can say for visibility is that your enemy won't see the surprised look on your face when he perforates your hull from the safety of these monumental blind spots. Even so, there's only one way to test the mettle of any combat craft, so it's time now to turn this over to my co-host, Garth. The 42 Review was the result of 60 or 70 hours of testing, recording, scripting, editing, trial, and error. And what I learned editing it is used in every other Star Citizen video I've ever made. If I made 42 Review today, I'd do a much better job. But that's not going to happen for 3 reasons. First, many people who love Star Citizen also seem to hate Minecraft for some reason I don't understand. 2, 42 Review was patterned after the BBC television program Top Gear, which died, as far as I'm concerned, the day Jeremy Clarkson punched a producer. And making an homage to one of my favorite canceled shows is too painful to contemplate. And C, nobody watches long-form narrative content on YouTube, at least not enough to warrant the effort involved. That crap is a time sink. Next up is another very silly video, and a semi-failed attempt to engage the Star Citizen community. Does the Reliant Suck was a collection of answers to silly questions people asked for the Reliant Q&A. What I didn't realize was that the developers would drop the ball on the official Q&A, and that Star Citizen fans would look to me for answers to their legitimate questions. I didn't have the answers, and some folks found my ignorance to be, mildly offensive. Still, this video includes one of my favorite bits of animation on this channel, and one of the most bizarre. Fair warning, the following contains graphic depictions of the prop comic Carrot Top. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh, I stand corrected. It appears that a starship can give birth. Amyoto asks, Can we get all 3 starter ships and put them together, e.g. Power Rangers, to get an ultra-powerful ship? If not, why not? Answer? No, because there's a small but significant chance that a game so awesome would rend the cosmos asunder, opening the outer gates and allowing outsiders to flood into our dimension. These void beasts will destroy reality as we know it. Physical, moral, federal, state, and local laws will cease to function. Chaos will reign. Black will turn white. Up will be down, and people will die in droves at the next zebra crossing. Most importantly, all of this will serve as a distraction that weakens the vigilance of the ethereal sentinel that binds Carrot Top's powers and prevents his return to fame. Prop comedy will clash with the powers of his immortal enemies, the newly freed outsiders, in an apocalyptic battle that destroys space-time. We all love the idea of a Star Citizen Megazord, but it's not worth the risk. After the disappointment surrounding my fake Reliant Q&A, I decided to ask for suggestions on how I could make my channel better. The general consensus was that I should, without delay, make an intro, include rock music, explosions, dragons, and alien boobs. So I created a video to accommodate the masses without compromising my integrity. Much. In the original, I also sang, but I won't be posting that again. If you want to hear it that badly, you can look it up. The next video is, without a doubt, my favorite. It was fun to make, fun to watch, and exactly the sort of thing I'd like to see more of in the Star Citizen community. Crazy Crash Roberts' discount ship shop was patterned after a real-life local used car dealer with a fortress-like lot situated in the trees off of a highway, surrounded by razor wire fence and lit by a video billboard so bright that people miles down the road sometimes mistook it for the rising sun. Seriously, that sign was blinding in the wee hours. It regularly caused traffic congestion before dawn. So, of course, I also wanted the video to be simultaneously obnoxious and awesome, and I think it mostly was. The only downside was that I somehow managed to overlook some visual screw-ups in the final edit. Bonus points to anyone who can point one out in the comments. And sometimes plant bombs in their ships.
Come on down to Crazy Crash Roberts' Discount Ship Shop. We've got ships for every occasion. You want freighters?
Got 'em.
Fighters?
Got 'em.
Campers?
We got 'em.
It doesn't matter what you want. Just take a look at our selection of certified pre-owned space transports and you'll find it.
For less.
Check out this 2940 Freelancer Max. 27,000 hours on the jump drive, only $129,999. This ship is clean.
Spotless.
We're talking wall-to-wall, inch-by-inch nano scrub from the boys down at Biotech. These are the same guys that developed Captain Trips and Space Herpes.
Catch it.
So you know they know what they're doing.
The boys down at Biotech cannot guarantee owner, passenger, or cargo safety. UAE law prohibits the docking, landing, or passage of any form of biotech transport within 2 astronomical units of a planet or space station supporting more than 500 sentient life forms. Average life expectancy for pilots of former biotech transports is 6 space months. Your experience may vary, probably for the worse.
Next, we have a 2942 Avenger. This ship is hot.
Stolen.
Former police issue, freshly painted. Just a slight problem with the hydraulics in the prisoner containment unit. Don't mind that thumping and screeching sound. It's just a bit of rust on the rotors. Price to move at 5,000 credits. Finally, check out this beauty. A limited production 2945 Aurora LX. Only one owner, just 2 hours flight time. You can rack that up flying around the lot. This thing barely touched vacuum, people. This ship is mint. All new cockpit glass and leather upholstery, slight smell of ozone and barbecue.
Laser charred corpse.
Only $45,999. Own it today. Here at Crazy Crash Roberts Discount Ship Shop, we're the ship guys. We know ships. Wouldn't you agree, Crash?
I would say probably.
After Crazy Crash Roberts Discount Ship Shop, I knew I wanted to make more commercials, but they're complicated, so it was hard to find the time. Then, I decided to make one as quickly as possible just for the heck of it. I made one for the P72 during the concept sale. It was about 3 hours from my decision to make it to the time that people were watching it on YouTube, which is about a third the time I usually take to make a similar video, and it shows. For example, I didn't crop the ships out of their pictures, so the logos are clearly visible in the panning shots. It wouldn't have bothered me, but...
Well, here you go.
Please. This week's MVP is, yay, Jim!
Hooray, Jim! Jim made a fantastic Star Citizen commercial for the P-72 Archimedes, our most recent concept ship. Check it out.
Why did they pick that video? I honestly have no clue. It's probably the simplest of my commercials and the least polished of all my videos, but somebody at CIG liked it and showed off that one above all the others. Still, I appreciate it, and the MVP vote alone earns it a spot on my favorites list.
And sometimes plant bombs in their ships. The P-52 Merlin. The P-72 Archimedes. They share the same cutting-edge technology, design, and engineering. The same sleek lines. The same racing spirit. The same warrior's heart. But still you wanted to know, how much more can you expect from the Archimedes? After months of rigorous testing, we have your answer.
Okay, P72 minus P52 equals 0, 2, carry the P, it's, wait, 20? It's 20 more than the Merlin? That doesn't even make any sense. There's no frame of reference.
That does. It's fine.
But, you know what? Okay, never mind. Let's just do this.
The P-72 Archimedes. Fly yours today.
This last video was also easy. I've done a lot of writing, so the silly poem was a cakewalk. I wanted a storybook feel, so the images were simple. And the perfect music was just lying around in the Creative Commons collection of Kevin MacLeod. This was some seriously low-hanging fruit. It may have been the easiest video I've ever made, and yet it's the most popular. Who'da thunk? One easy video gets me an MVP vote, and another gets the attention of thousands of people in a single day. Maybe I should quit trying so hard.
"'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the verse the Vandal were planning invasion, and worse. From Tams to Kronos they dispatched their swarm, while citizens witnessed the oncoming storm. In scythes and in reapers, void bombers and crawlers, in hunter-destroyers, in kingships and maulers, the Vandal descended from jump points in space, intent on destroying the whole human race. The end of the UEE surely drew near, defenseless the humans all cowered in fear, when out of the void came salvation complete, as Chris Roberts delivered the UEE fleet. From within mighty Javelin and tiny Reliant, citizens everywhere stood up, defiant, with sawbucks and panthers and sledge two-mast drivers. The UEE fought, they left no survivors. Then the battle was done, silent stars filled the sky. Chris Roberts, now smiling, had a tear in his eye. He powered down lasers and lowered his shields. Now citizens guarded the cities and fields. As he sprang into vacuum, all our comms gave a beep. though up until now they'd made not a peep. He transmitted to all ere he jumped out of sight. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good flight.
And this is where we should probably stop. Some videos, like the Hadron Conglomerate promotional short, would be on this list as well, except they just came out, and I'm not going to make you sit through those again. Instead, I'd like to thank all of you for watching, subscribing, and commenting. But I'd also like to thank everybody who took the time to share one of my videos. Every time I get a new subscriber or see a new name in the comments, it puts a smile on my face. Thanks again to all of you, and I will see you next time.